So anyway, so we're gonna give Andrew a little bit of the floor. It's a little gang of three, the little D's in the night. Well, strike that.
I don't think bylaw actually picks it up. Engineering picks it up.
Yeah. Okay. There has to be an infraction. The RCMP has to enforce bylaw enforces a bylaw infraction. The RCMP oversee that anything goes sideways criminally while things are happening, and engineering is the one who execute it. So if there's, why don't you just tell Andrew what happens every morning here? At what time in the morning? 7 in the morning. Andrew, come on by, man. Just have a little bag beside you and just just look like this and watch your get stolen.
Actually, no.
Anything that isn't in your hand, it's gone.
Okay, every morning.
Every morning. Oh, do you guys get a weekend off, or is it on the weekends too?
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
And sometimes 1 day.
Today.
Keith? Sometimes it's like 3-4 times a day now.
Thank you.
A day.
Wow.
3-4 times a day they'll come. I mean, I even talked to Kathy Outreach.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
Just because I told them that they have to document it and it's stored and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said no, they don't. It's all garbage.
Yeah. Well, that's just outreach saying that, right? That's not exactly. These guys will go by the book and they'll tap the story.
We just went by at like 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah. So they've gone from 1 time a day to 4 times a day. They're increasing the pressures. Okay. The fencing is going up to the point where this corridor is all going to be fenced on both sides from start to finish. And the next one you probably see is the Legion will probably properly be fenced.
Front room to the truck. That alley is going to be blocked off soon.
Yeah. So, does that answer the first question? We can go all night on that one. Let's go to the next one. Let's try and roll through as many as you got.
Can you guys talk about difficulties in getting harm reduction supplies?
So difficulties in getting harm reduction supplies?
There is no difficulty. No? No barriers?
Where do you get a stem? Where do you get a stem?
About the land bar.
You can't get put
Not
back
bad.
there.
Not here.
Hold on.
Or Brillo.
No Brillo?
Here's your new crack pipe right there.
I got one already, but.
Not this one you don't.
Yeah, we do. I didn't get
Oh, do
two.
you? Did you get one?
Did we get two? One for you?
Okay. Give one to your friend. I don't care. I don't want to walk through with crack pipes.
Positive points to pipes now?
Positive. They'll supply everything. Okay, these are pipe screens. They have everything, all the hose, everything. They do not have the stems. They do not have, well, because they're trying to promote using
Right, okay.
using screens, right? I mean the Brillo. Yeah. So
But isn't the hours an issue?
the hours. Okay, what are the hours of positive point? 12 noon to 8 p.m. How many days a week?
Monday to Friday.
How many?
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday? No weekends?
Weekends are noon to 6.
Noon to 6 on Saturday? What about Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Is the outreach van helpful for folks?
We don't get it, I don't think.
The outreach van is an outreach van, so it's going to Newton, it's going to Guilford, so you won't see it locally here. What's this? Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, I know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Well, we get some stems for next month for you guys. All right. So.
Does anyone have issues with RCMP if you do have supplies on you? Any issues with that? Yeah.
Is it considered paraphernalia or is it harm reduction materials?
As an alcoholic, I see people walking along with tubes like this hanging out of their pocket, which is no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Right? But I see that. But if you walk along with an empty beer can or half a beer, post deal. So they're more lenient on tubes of paraphernalia than they are with open alcohol.
Interesting.
As an alcoholic or an alcohol point of view.
Depends what coffee, you might take it down, who knows, right?
Well, it's resin.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you're talking about clean supplies or ones that have been used, or either or?
Yeah.
You can go down.
It's about community relations, right? So some, and you get to know people. You see them all the time, right? They see you, you see them.
Okay.
It's a mutual respect, give and take. Really, do you really want to you know,
Fucking right there.
you know, when you're really belligerent and standoffish, then boom, up come the walls, and guess what?
Why wouldn't they?
They got guns. Yeah, or for anybody for that matter, right? You get your face in my face, or I get in your face.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
got
We're gonna have
power. They got
problems.
the fucking power, man.
Yeah. So
How does bylaws compare to RCMP?
as far as what's concerned,
Just how they treat
I know
you?
that.
They don't do nothing.
No? Okay.
Cause they always got a
Really?
top with them.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
okay, so they're kind of neutered, I guess,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
I've had bylaws,
Okay.
I've take my blankets down before, and I've been hanging them on the
Right.
Lions practice field.
Right.
Fence, right?
Yeah.
That was all.
Okay. Next question.
Medical services?
I know it's.
There's right out front here. There's doctor, dentist, right here at the corner. Does anybody access them?
Yeah.
Who doesn't access them? Who doesn't access the doctors here in the corner and the dentist or the services? You don't?
No,
You don't like it?
don't like it, don't like them.
Okay. Where do you go? Or do you?
Yeah, I go to New West.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a reason why?
Yeah, they're mean to me.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jen.
I've been in there 2 times, and every time they say, yeah, we can't help you, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah,
Fair enough.
Okay.
they're mean to me, yeah.
I go to Jim Patterson Hospital, I find out I can't get my blood work done properly here.
Okay.
I've heard horror stories about that dentist.
Okay. Well, what about the doctor? Have you seen the doctor?
Doctor wrote me through welfare note too. He was great.
Okay. All right. So for the majority, we're okay, but we have a little pocket here that prefer elsewhere. I've had a bad experience.
To make accessing harm reduction supplies and services easier for you or better, what could be done?
24/7.
24/7.
Like 7-Eleven, man, always open. So you don't have to hoard things. You don't have to carry a whole bunch because you can just walk in at 3 in the morning and grab
Yeah.
2 rigs, a pipe, whatever the hell, a couple condoms, you know, in a bag, and away you go.
Are people?
I don't know if advertising works, but I sit down on the bottom and I have a drink, and I don't know how many people go by and say, we're gonna get a rig, or we're gonna get a rig, we're gonna get
Yeah,
food, we're gonna get this, we're gonna
I
get
get
that.
that too, like tonight we were waiting in line up.
Yeah.
Man, you got a rig I can get off ya?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's right over here, right
Yeah.
in front of the building here, right?
Yeah.
So you sit-
And are
you
people
point-
accessing rigs from the front room?
No, right
After
in
hours.
front.
After hours?
Right.
After hours,
It is available after hours.
Yeah.
when the clinic is open
You
and
come here during the hours. I mean, it's the mecca of everything you possibly could want.
But a lot of.
It's okay. We already got it. It's already there. Don't worry.
That's the point.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. See, and the thing is, the front room is seeing about 250 to 300 people a day. Okay, and then they have unique visitors. Okay, so so you will have people who've been here for a while, part of the club, whatever, been, know the lay of the land, and then all of a sudden someone comes in and I don't know, from out of town or from downtown or whatever, doesn't know the lay of the land and is asking. So there's no real advertising. You need a blinky light, harm reduction supplies here. Something. Like, you got one to say beer store, right? Why can't we get a neon sign that says rigs or come get your condoms or have a list.
And how's peer distribution going? Is that it's going well?
How's peer distribution? So when you come and get supplies, do you get one for just yourself or you get a whole bunch and take them out for everybody? You get a load. What's a load?
20 bag,
20 bag?
because they prepare bags with all the,
People are always asking people
Fixins?
for rigs and throw them around here.
Right.
because
Okay.
usually,
Not that I'm ready.
what?
I know it's it.
now there's some paper baggies out with rigs in them.
Yep. Yeah, they pre-pack them so you can come in and get a party pack, right?
But I think the question was, we do pass it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, before they sort of got a little, they used to have a 1-for-1 policy, which means that you have to bring back a dirty to get a clean, which is not harm reduction policies, best practices. That's not harm reduction. That's not harm reduction 1-for-1. That was because what happens is the returns, they were missing some. Okay, so you give out, say you give out 1,000 clean rigs and they get 800 dirties.
Oh no.
Where are the 200 going? And this is what was happening. Popo comes along, you got a bunch of dirties, there's the manhole, whoosh, down she goes. And guess what? When the engineering guys were going to clean out the sewers, because they're plugged up, guess what they're jumping into? A whole bunch of bloodborne pathogens. A whole bunch of, put your foot down if they didn't have steel toe, steel shank boots. They were putting down on a bunch of porcupine full of rigs. Who wants to do that? They're freaking out. So this is what was happening, and this is one of the main reasons that they were, that there was rigs going missing. There's a company in Vancouver that actually redesigned the manhole covers, so you couldn't put rigs down the manhole covers anymore. So does that sort of?
Yeah, and I appreciate everyone's response. It's super helpful. Do you guys feel like things are ramping up in terms of policing and how the city is treating you?
Like getting work?
Yeah.
In this area, for sure.
Is it?
Over the next 15 years, they're going to be spending $5 billion on 37 towers. In this area is going to be, they're going to try and sanitize it, but the thing is, what's going to happen is, no matter in what any metropolis, the problem is going to grow with it. Okay, so it going unaddressed, turning a blind eye or whatever, or trying to sanitize this area is going to start spot fires all over the place. They're going to have a transition to Newton. You're going to have a transition to Guildford. And what happens is, what drew all the services here in the beginning was that this area, the Wally area, had in Expo 86, when they wanted to clear all the junkies out of the downtown, they gave them a rental subsidy here in low-income housing, and that's what spawned the low-income housing, which spawned the drug culture, which spawned the strip, and it started in 86. Okay, so then what happens is that you're going to try and sanitize this area by cleaning up, creating more pressures of incarceration and hassles and this, and think you'll just move on. Well, the thing is, the services to help you moved here after the problem is already here. So guess what? Now you're going to have them in Guildford and Newton and everything, and all the services, like they're one building, like a service, right? So now they're going to have to start all these spot fires and deal with all these little pockets of drug users and everything else, right? It goes along with it. So crime will go up in different areas and so on and so forth, right? So really
You don't think it'll just move into one specific area?
No. We already got it in smaller scale.
Yeah,
a smaller scale in Guildford, So we're not. All it's going to do is we're getting so much hassle to come down to Newton. Oh my God, I can sit out in the park and just get high. Wow, what I'm staying.
I guess Newton will get bigger, Guildford will get bigger.
Exactly, North Delta, everything. So what happens is they need to be educated.